Good morning, dear cadets. So, yesterday I completed the clinical thermometer. Okay. So, in clinical thermometer, so many things you have studied: temperature range, construction, diagram, working. So many things we have discussed. Okay. Today, this is the time to teach you some precautions which are needed to be taken care of while noting down the reading of thermometer. Okay, so what are the precautions? Just see. Precautions to be observed while reading a clinical thermometer. So what are those precautions? Number one thing is, it should be washed with antiseptic solution before and after use. Try to understand. This is the thermometer which is used to measure the human body temperature. Okay, and now try to understand, if it is infected, then we will also fall the sick, because sometime doctor keep inside our armpit or in mouth. So it should be washed with antiseptic solution before and after the use. Not only this one, this is the thermometer which is used for different people, isn't it? If anyone is infected, then what would be there? That infection may infect us also. So what it should be? It should be washed before and after the use. Okay. Second one thing is, that is the most important thing, its mercury level should be below 35 degrees Celsius. Why its mercury level should be below 35 degrees Celsius? Because if your body temperature is below normal, healthy person temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So if the temperature is below the 37, then also it should show. If it is beyond 37, then also it should show. Okay, that is why its mercury level should be below 35 degrees Celsius. Its mercury level should be along the line of sight while taking the reading. Means what is there? Mercury level should be in your eye level contact, so that you can read it properly. You should not be confused, or you should not be miss any point, otherwise reading will be wrong. It should be handled with care. It should be handled with care. Otherwise what would be there? Inside of this one, mercury is there, and if it is fallen down, so that will be broken, and mercury is a poisonous metal. Okay, it should not be held from the bulb side. As you know, thermometer has got bulb, isn't it? Bulb. So it should not be held from bulb side. Otherwise what would be there? Your reading will be wrong. Okay, so these are the some precautions which are needed to be taken care of. Okay, now again I will show you the clinical thermometer, and afterwards we'll move toward the laboratory thermometer. Okay, so just see, this is a clinical thermometer. Okay, so yesterday I have not shown you the diagram. This is long, narrow, uniform glass tube. This is small shining thread of mercury. This one. Okay, now kink. This is kink. There is one pit. Kink prevents mercury level to fall on itself. Bulb. This is bulb. Bulb at one end contains mercury. Okay, so this is the clinical thermometer, their structure. Okay.
Range of a clinical thermometer.
Just see.
The range of clinical thermometer is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. This is because the normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. As the temperature of human body does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius normally, the range of clinical thermometer lies between these two extremes. Average temperature of a large number of healthy persons is known as normal temperature of human body.
Okay, so all these things I have already explained you. Okay, in yesterday's video only.
Steps to use a clinical thermometer.
Just see.
First, wash the thermometer using an antiseptic solution.
Okay.
Ensure that mercury level in the thermometer falls below 35 degrees Celsius by giving a few jerks. Place the bulb of the thermometer under your tongue. Wait for a minute till the mercury level becomes constant. Take the thermometer out from your mouth and note down the reading. State the body temperature along with its unit.
Okay, so now they have explained the things how to operate the clinical thermometer, and everybody I think aware about the operation of clinical thermometer.
Before and after use, we should wash the thermometer, preferably using an antiseptic solution.
Okay.
For use, we should ensure that the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. While reading a thermometer, we should keep the level of mercury along the line of sight. While reading the temperature, we should not hold the thermometer by its bulb. We should not keep the thermometer under the sun or near a flame. We should use the clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of human body only, otherwise it may break. When a clinical thermometer is kept in the sun or near a flame, it will A. Measure the temperature, B. Break, C. Melt, D. Remain unchanged.
Okay.
A clinical thermometer has a limited range to measure the temperature. The glass and the mercury expand to a great extent, which leads to the breaking of the thermometer.
Okay, so just to see, it will break. It cannot measure very high temperature as the glass and the mercury expand to a great extent, which leads to the breaking of thermometer. The temperature of sunlight or nearby area of a flame is so high that it cannot melt the glass.
Laboratory thermometer.
Okay.
It is used to measure the temperature of objects other than the human body. Let us perform an activity related to this type of thermometer.
Okay, so now next type of thermometer is laboratory thermometer. So this is the thermometer which is used to measure the temperature of the object other than human body. Okay, so human body temperature cannot be measured with the laboratory thermometer. Similarly, clinical thermometer cannot be used to measure the object's temperature. Okay, vice versa condition is there. Laboratory thermometer cannot be used to measure the human body temperature. Clinical thermometer cannot be used to measure the temperature of the object. Okay, and temperature range difference is also there. In clinical thermometer, the range of temperature is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Here the range of temperature is from -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. 110 degree Celsius. Okay, now just see one activity to understand the operation or functioning of laboratory thermometer.
Thermometer is placed into the hot water in such a way that it does not touch the surface and the sides of the container. Note the temperature. The mercury or liquid in the thermometer expands and rises due to heat from the hot water. Wait till the mercury level becomes stable.
Okay, just see, understand this activity. Thermometer is placed into the hot water in a such a way that it does not touch the surface and the sides of the container. Just see, this is the right posture for the laboratory thermometer. This is the liquid and its valve should not touch the bottom. Okay, number one thing. Similarly, this should not touch the sides of the container. Okay, and now just see, note the temperature. Next one is the mercury liquid in the thermometer expands and rises due to heat from the hot water. Wait till the mercury level becomes stable. The mercury liquid in the thermometer expands and rises due to the heat from the hot water. So that mercury level is here, that will absorb the heat from the liquid, and now it will expand and it will rise. Okay, the mercury in the thermometer expands and rises due to heat from the hot water. Wait till the mercury level becomes stable.
Now, the thermometer is taken out of the water. We observe that the level of mercury decreases.
Okay, now just see that thermometer should be taken out from the liquid. So now outside temperature is not very high, so the level of mercury will starts falling down. So be observed that the level of mercury is decreasing.
The mercury level decreases because the laboratory thermometer does not have kink to prevent the fall of mercury level on its own.
Thus the temperature must be read when the thermometer is in water. Remember here, there is one more difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. In clinical thermometer there is a one kink. Kink is one pit-like structure which does not allow the fall of mercury by themselves or by own self. Here what is there? In laboratory thermometer, kink is not there. The moment you take out the laboratory thermometer from the liquid, there is a sudden fall in the mercury level. That is why whenever you want to take the temperature of an object, it should be taken when laboratory thermometer is dipped in the liquid. Okay, that is the difference. So basically 3-4 differences are there, and at a time I will summarize them. Right now just you see the functioning.
Precautions to use a laboratory thermometer.
So what are
We
the
should make sure that the bulb of the thermometer is surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature is to
be measured? Okay,
We should ensure that the bulb of the thermometer should not touch the surface of the container.
okay. So what is the first precautions which are needed to be taken care of? Number one thing is thermometer should be kept in such a manner so that it should be surrounded by that liquid substance of which temperature is to be measured. Number one thing. Second one thing is bulb of the thermometer should not touch the surface of the container. Surface of the container. Okay, remember this one.
We should take the reading when the thermometer is immersed in the substance of which the temperature is to be measured. We should keep the thermometer in upright position.
Okay, so we should take the reading when the thermometer is immersed in the substance of which the temperature is to be measured. Already I told you, when it is dipped in the liquid, that time only temperature should be measured. If you will take it out and then you will note down the reading, then you will not get the correct reading, because in laboratory thermometer kink is not there. The moment you take out, temperature will come down and there is a sudden fall in the level of mercury. So we should keep the thermometer in upright position only. Okay, so rest all precautions are as similar as clinical thermometer. Okay, so
Maximum, minimum thermometer.
okay,
It is used
so
to measure
maximum minimum thermometer.
and minimum temperatures of the day reported in weather forecasts.
Okay, so this is maximum minimum thermometer. It is used to measure the maximum and minimum temperature of the day reported in the weather forecast. Just see, the diagram is also there. This is maximum. You might have heard in the news, that today the temperature of Delhi is that much degree Celsius, or UP, Bihar, isn't it? So what is there, what kind of thermometer they are using to measure the temperature? They are using this thermometer only, maximum minimum thermometer. So the maximum minimum thermometer is the type of thermometer which is used to measure the atmospheric temperature, and it is used in weather forecasting. Okay, this is there. So note down the things. Okay, now almost this is third type of thermometer. Okay, now transfer of heat will teach you later on. This is enough for you as far as today's content is concerned. Now one thing I will summarize. What is the difference between laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer? Okay, okay, so please note down the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Okay, so already you have got the rough idea, just I summarized. Clinical thermometer is used to measure human body temperature. Laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the objects other than human body. Range of temperature is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Range of temperature is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Kink is there. Kink is pit-like structure. Pit-like structure. And what is the function of this one? What is the function of this one? This kink does not allow mercury to fall below by themselves. Okay, and here kink is not there. Kink is not there. Next one is clinical thermometer is comparatively smaller in size and high temperature cannot be measured. Here what is there? They comparatively their size is large and high temperature can be measured. Okay, and means just see only 4 differences are there, and moreover to this as far as the precautions and working is concerned, almost similar. Only one difference is there, that when laboratory thermometer is dipped in the liquid, that time only you should take the reading. You should not take it out and take the reading, otherwise kink is not there, sudden fall of mercury level would be there. These are the things. Okay, you should be noted down. You should be noted down all those things. In this way, as far as today's time is concerned, it is over. Now note down question answer. Whatever today I taught, will write the questions and you have to write their answers. Okay, so first question today I am giving you, what are the precautions needed to be taken care of while taking the reading of clinical thermometer? Taking the reading of clinical thermometer. What are the precautions needed to be taken care of while taking the reading of clinical thermometer? That is the first thing. Second one thing is, write the difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer. Okay, what is the difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer? Write temperature range of laboratory thermometer. Okay, so just try to understand what first only whatever precautions I have written on the blackboard, same thing you should write, 4-5 precautions. Next one is, just now I explained you the difference between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. In tabular form you should write temperature range of laboratory thermometer minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. That is the range of temperature of laboratory thermometer. What do you mean by maximum minimum thermometer? I told you this is the thermometer which is used to measure the atmospheric temperature and it is used for weather forecasting. Okay, that only you should write. What is the function of kink? Kink is one pit-like structure which is found in the clinical thermometer and it does not allow the mercury to fall by itself. Okay, so this is the special structure. It is found in clinical thermometer but it is not found in the laboratory thermometer. So these are the some of the question you should write, and whatever left out things are there will complete tomorrow. Okay, and just see some interesting phenomenon are there, will complete tomorrow. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.